So let's talk about my job for a minute. Okay? Customer service role. And I don't like it. I think what I don't like about it is I don't like what I can become in it, and I don't like the reflection of the reality mirror that comes back to me in it. It was a huge deal for me to even get this job, like for me to actually go into the job market again after being out of it and being so like fringe and out of the loop for basically like a decade of my life. I was kind of just making my own way somehow, some way. And so I got this position, and I felt so deeply triggered by it, like that I would have to go into this corporate field that I at the time just really stood against, and I went through that wave and came out the other side and realized it's a job. And I think I was wrestling with my own subconscious selves that was triggered from some type of past life stuff, just like getting deeper and deeper into my own subconscious and all the lifetimes that I've lived up until now and the traumas that I've accumulated along the way. And then being tied up in money and having like a higher, definitely like high status lifetime where I was a public figure and a very well-known public figure and had a lot of wealth. And I think it wasn't just one lifetime. I think it was several, probably. And I can see them in different parts of the world. But like affluence being something that came really naturally to me, and leadership being something that came really naturally to me, and being able to have affluence and influence, it was always something that was really natural to me. And it's really interesting that I would then develop just this super like very natural drive to go into YouTube as soon as it became clear to me that that was even an option. And I've been on it for 12 years now, and all the people that I've come across, and it's not by accident. I think it's like we have these natural affinities that and we end up subconsciously and in some interesting fate of ways are drawn into certain roles in this lifetime that can kind of mirror prior lifetimes, because we have karma to resolve with not just ourselves but with others. And so I just think about all the people that I have come in contact with, whether I've seen them or not. It's like people watch my videos, right? And there's some people that have stayed along more than others, and it's because we've had some type of connection in past lives, most likely. And especially if I know that I've had that kind of role in the past, it just makes sense as to the different issues that I come up with that arise from me subconsciously. When I first got this job, going back into the field, I just was petrified of having like a normal, regular, like low income working class position, like customer service or like a front facing role. It was like so humiliating to me at the time. And it's just so funny in such a short period of time, really, because I got that role in October, and obviously I was dealing with that psychology before then and then a little bit after. But there was just a turn of events that inside of my own self that I just don't feel that way anymore. I don't feel that trigger, and that was probably why I chose to naturally go into this role, so that I can overcome that. Because whatever hang up I had is like I associated it with like ughness, like uncleanliness, or I had judgment around it or something like that. Like I was above it. And that even frame of thinking and that filter isn't even me. It was something that I took on, a belief I had, some fear I had, some judgment I had because of the fear. And it feels really good to like feel free of so much that I didn't realize I had it going on inside of me before I had this position. and put myself in the workforce in the ways that I have. And so now, I'm in this position, or I'm choosing to continue to stay with this job, and because there's deeper layers now that are unveiling itself as I transcend more and more, because everything is an opportunity. And that's how I see life through now. I see that through as a filter. As soon as I start to feel like more negative, it's so quick for me to shift, not as a spiritual bypassing whatsoever, but I literally can vibrationally feel myself shift once I have a different way of thinking or looking at something. It's like my whole energy shifts, which is amazing. And so, I feel like that's such a huge part of like why we take on the things that we take on in our life, like having a hard life as an asset. And like, have you really ever thought like how deep it is and meaningful it is and non-coincidental it is that we're all right now in the age where technology has never been so easy to interface with, and information has never been so easy to spread as well. And so you could literally pick up your smartphone and share your life experiences on the platform of the internet, wherever the platform is, YouTube, whatever. I'm sure there's more. Reddit, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever, and have some type of reach people and give people another way to look at themselves and their own experience and to be able to relate. And that forms this web of connection, like this horizontal connection. And especially when you're like really sharing things from a higher place, it becomes this vertical connection too. So it literally becomes like a web. And the more unified we are in consciousness, it forms like this protective web of unity over the planet. And that is something that I got a vision of from the very beginning of my journey into consciousness. Like, I think I was a freshman in high school, and I was asked, like, the teacher asked us, what do we want to do when we grow up? Like, you really need to be thinking about that. It's high school, And it like dropped in like a freaking boop. And it was this vision, and the words came out of me. It's like, I'm going to help heal the world. And I saw this net over the planet. And it was this net of like protection and healing. It's never too late to like remember who you are and like where you're going. And things will take however long it takes, but I think the important thing is to always be striving to be more. Not in like the ego sense, but like just having the ability to open up yourself in order to see that you can be more. And always ask, and the subtle, the reading between the words vibrationally here and what I'm saying, it's not for your own benefit. It's so that you can serve the all and bring that vision into reality. Because what the F is the point if it's all for you and your glory? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me personally. Like, I like to feel like, my basic needs are being met. I think we all can agree. And if those aren't met, we can't really serve anyone because we're scattered. And so it's not selfish to take care of those things. And then after that, it's just like, what do I It's not even the what do I need in order to serve the all. It's just like, I want to serve the all. How can I do that? And then somehow, whatever you need to support that mission will be given to you. You know? So I hope that's helpful, and I look forward to sharing more with you. And sorry that this is a portrait video, but whatever. Treat it like a podcast. You don't have to look. All right, bye.